Now, so let me try to talk about what is mean by application context. The question comes in mind, sir, bean factory. I hope you understand, guys. I hope everyone is understand bean factory. No doubt about it. Yes, Shiva. Now let me try to talk about application context. What exactly is meaning of application context? Let me try to explain it. Application context is a container, guys. Application context. Application context is a container, right? Is like an interface. What are the implementation classes here? Class path, XML, application context, file system, XML, application context. Okay. XML XML web application context, like this. So one more time. The way, guys. So these are the three implementation classes. Yes, we can try to provide implementation of interface. What exactly application context will do? Load the configuration file. Load the configuration file. Loading the configuration file. Instantiate instantiate the object. It means that create the object and initialize the values. Inject the values. Better what is inject the values. The simple words I'm using, guys. So what is application context will do? Will perform application context, load the configuration file and create the object and inject the values. That's it. So can you show the practically? Yes. It means that, okay, let me try to use the same example, sir. Control C. Right. Yes, I find it. 8. Now look at now. Same example we are trying to taking. I don't want to make any small changes. See here, just I'll try to remove the scope. That's it. Right. So here also SB1, right? Now, if you want, you can try to create one more object. Yes, like this. Good. Now, let me try to use here application context. Okay. Now I can try to use application. I don't write anything, sir, like this. Yes, I don't want anything. Just I want to use application context. Okay. Application context. Right. New class path XML application context. Then you can try to use the Spring configuration file. Then we can try to use the Spring configuration file. That's it. Simple, guys. Like this. Nothing is there, guys. Observe that. Got it? Now. So I have a small question, Shiva. Then look at now. Let me comment this. Yes. Yes, but observe that unable to import this one. Why? Application context. If you want to use in your application, we require context module. What we require, sir? Context module. Let's try to configure context module here. Okay. Bring context Maven dependency. I hope we use like 5.3.9, 5.3.4, right? Let's go for the same versions. Otherwise, version conflict will come. That's it. So now I hope you understand why I'm using these dependencies situation basis. Are you clear? Now observe that. No happily importing packages. Now let me try to run it. See, just to explain you guys, application context interface instantly loads the configuration file. Don't worry about that. Just a small mistake here. Okay. 1 minute. Let me do it. Let me run it. Okay. SB is already used in this beans element. Okay, fine. I got it. So let me try to go for configuration file once, please. Don't worry about that. Let's check the example, the SB, SB1, SB2. Because save reference variable is not understanding, we are getting error. Now run the application. See now. Are you understand now? So when objects are creating, guys, application context provide the environment to load the. See, if you ask anyone question, Shiva, can you explain how it works? Application context provides the environment to load the configuration file, instantiate the object, inject the values. These are the operations can be performed by application context. And even if you want to interact with the database software, and all these operations can be performed, advanced concept, we can try to work with application context only. We cannot use bean factory. So what is the difference between bean factory and application context? Bean factory provides the environment to load the configuration file. Once we use a get bean method, we can instantiate the object, inject the values. Application context provides the environment, loads the configuration file, create the object, inject the values. Are you clear? Yes. Now, sir, I have a small question. Sir, here I want to see to create object of SB1. Then what I can do it now here, we can try to use lazy-init the true. So we can restrict, how to restrict, instantiate the object start of the application itself. Then we can use lazy-init is an attribute. Lazy-init is an attribute. Let me try to run it. See, only two objects are creating. Are you understanding, guys, please? Yes. Is it clear? Fast.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
Good. Now,
So
okay.
lazy ఇప్పుడు ఒకసారి చెప్పరా సార్ మళ్ళీ
లేజీ అంటే ఏం చేయదమ్మా, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని రిస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. అంటే అప్లికేషన్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే మల్టిపుల్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అయినా లేదు, నాకు మోర్ దెన్ వన్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అంటే ఎన్నిసార్లు అయితే కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తావో అన్నిసార్లు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాయి అప్లికేషన్ కాంటెక్స్ట్. కానీ అంటే నా అప్లికేషన్ రన్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్. వెన్ ఐ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఐ క్రియేట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. In the moment, we can use lazy-init is an attribute of bean tag.
మరి అక్కడ మనం గెట్ బీన్ మెథడ్ కాల్ చేయలేదు కదా సార్. అక్కడ టూ అది ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేసింది ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ టూ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్
చెప్పారు కదమ్మా, అప్లికేషన్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుందని చెప్పి క్లియర్ రాసాం కదా. అప్లికేషన్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ హ్యావింగ్ దట్ క్యాబుల్, అదే కదా డిఫరెన్స్ దానికి దీనికి.
ఇది లోడ్
application
అయ్యేటప్పుడు చేస్తుంది. మరి లేజీ ఇన్నిట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది సార్? అది ఆపుతుందా సార్?
అదే కదమ్మా, రిస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట, క్రియేట్ చేయకుండా. మనకు వద్దు అన్ని కూడా మనం క్రియేట్ చేసి మనకి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 10 క్లాసులు రాసాం అనుకో, 10 జావా క్లాసులు. ఆ 10 జావా క్లాసులు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలనుకో, మనం ఏదైతే అవసరం అయిద్దో ఆ ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మాత్రమే క్రియేట్ చేసుకొని రెడీ టు గివ్ ఎ సర్వీస్ అనమాట. Right? In this moment, we can use lazy-init is an attribute. We can restrict it. So when we can try to create, if you want to create, you can try to use get bean method and you can try to create the object. Now if browser ledu, now if I will use get bean method. I'll try to create the object. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, next, let me try to go to talk about auto wiring. One more important point. Right. Paste. Auto wiring. Nice. Good. Yeah. Right. Look at them. Same example. Student example we are trying to take student number, student name, student address. Perfect. Now the college. So college name. Okay, student like this college name and student up to here is fine. But now, how to configure this? Look at student object we are creating using a reference variable. Yes, we can try to pass it. Yes or no? So one class object to pass to another object. To pass another object, what we can do it, guys? One class object to pass another class. What tag we can use it? Ref tag. What tag we can try to use them? Reference tag. So no, sir, I don't want to use a reference tag. Dynamically, I want to inject the values. Reference tag వాడకూడదు. వాడకుండా I want to inject the values dynamically. Then what I can do it now in this case, we can use auto wire attribute here in the bean class. Yes, auto wire. So look at now by type. So auto wire automatically inject the values, dynamically inject the values. One dynamically inject one class object to another class. We can use auto wire attribute. What are the different approaches we can try to inject using by type? Please follow. Now, so here student, the type it means that the data type. Student, the student class, we use it as a data type in the college or not, it will check that. Who will check? Auto while attribute by type. Yes, the student object is instantiated in that college or not, it will check that. Let me try to open that. Yes, look at, yes, got it? Yes, it's checking. Now, once it checks that, then it will be inject. Okay, let me run it now. Yes, output is coming. It means that yes, the value is injected by type. Dynamically inject the values. Is it clear? Please. Auto wired. Look at now. Control whether the bean properties are auto wired. This is automagical process in which bean references don't need to be coded explicitly. Sir, I don't want to write a code explicitly. Dynamically wants to inject. Then you can try to use auto wire attribute. Are you clear, everyone? Please. Yes. Now, Ledu, one more by name. Is this by name? By name, it means that, see, student class, reference variable. What is the reference variable? STU. Then the STU, the name we provided in the college or not, we'll check that. Let me go and check that. No. Here, what is the name? Student we provided. Then it will be injected or not? No, not at all. It will be injected. Let me run it. Now it's not injected, means that we should be get the error. What it is getting? Null pointer exception. What is the exception, guys? Null pointer exception. Why? Hurry, dynamically is not injecting, right? Is it clear? Sir, what I want to see to inject dynamically, sir. The same name, assume that. See, STUDNT. Student class reference variable name. Student class reference variable name. Reference variable name. Same as inside the college class, if we define, then we can inject. You are using by name is a property. Let me run it now. See, no error. Is it clear now? What is by auto wire? Dynamically inject the values. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Any question? One class object, one class object, one class object to move, one class object to pass another class, another class. What tag we can use, sir?
Yes, I-
Hmm. Reference tag. Like I
reference.
can use it. Ref tag. Good. Now, so instead of configuring explicitly, instead of configuring a ref tag, can I use to inject the values dynamically? Yes, using auto wire attribute. Are you clear? Auto wire attribute of being tag, we can use inject values, inject the values using inject the values. So instead of configuring explicitly, yes, I can try to inject dynamically config using auto wire attribute. Maybe you can try to use by name. What is the use of name? The reference variable name, or by time, the data type, user defined data type, right? So one more way is the constructor. Otherwise, no chance to inject it. By name, by type, sorry, constructor. By name, by type, constructor. Is it clear, everyone? Guys, is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let me try to use constructor, Sir Shiva. Okay. Right, done. So constructor. But here in the configuration file, college, yeah. Here we have to use constructor, guys. Then only we can inject. Otherwise, not possible. Let me write constructor then. ఎంత బ్యూటిఫుల్ అంటే మీరు చెయ్యండి. నేను ఒక అప్లికేషన్ చేశాను అనుకోండి. మీకు రెండు ఇప్పుడు నేను స్టూడెంట్ తీస్తున్నానండి. డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ తీసుకోండి. ఎంప్లాయీ నెంబర్, ఎంప్లాయీ నేమ్, ఎంప్లాయీ అడ్రస్, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడి పెట్టండి. ప్లస్ ఇంజెక్ట్ ఇట్. అలా ప్రాక్టీస్ రెండు అప్లికేషన్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే ఎలాంటి అప్లికేషన్ అయినా సరే, ఎన్ని మీరు రిఫర్ చేసినా సరే సేమ్ ప్రాసెస్ అమ్మా. రైట్. నౌ లెట్ మీ రన్ ఇట్. Now it works by constructor now. Yes. One minute. Good. Look at. Got it? So this is called auto wiring. Are you understand or any questions, sir, please? Guys, are you understand or any question?
Understand,
Please.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.